Hello Leo, welcome to your overview for 2023. This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please make sure you check all your placements to get a clear picture of what's going on for you at this time. As always, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate for all of you. Please take the bits that do resonate and leave the rest behind for somebody else. Now, a couple of things to add to my spiel. One, there's still construction happening next door, so you will hear a drill. I'm truly sorry about that. And secondly, I hate to be one of those readers, but hang on, something flipped over, didn't it? No, it didn't. Yes, it did. What flipped over? The Fool. Nice. Okay, anyway, I don't want to be one of those readers who likes to crib and complain about views. But listen, I have been working my ass off, okay? I have been working really hard on these videos and I've been putting my all into them. But for some reason, the algorithm hates me, all right? It is not showing my videos to people. For some reason, I'm doing everything right, at least I think I am. So if you like my content, I would really appreciate if you could like the video, share it, subscribe, press the bell, whatever it is that you can do for me. I would be very, very grateful, because it's a little disheartening when you put so much work into something and you don't see results. So there, I said it. Anywho, we are using the tarot of the light and shadow, and we are going to use the shadow deck to see what it is that you need to leave behind, and the light deck to see what it is that you can expect to embrace. Okay, I'm going to look at all 12 astrological houses, and if you don't know what they mean, I will tell you the significance of each house as and when I'm pulling the cards. All right, now your first house, Leo. Everybody's first house is ruled by Aries regardless of your birth chart, and this house represents your identity, all right? The energy that you come with when you walk into a room for the first time, how people look at you. This could also be your appearance, your inner essence. Ooh, leaving behind the Chariot, this energy is coming up for everybody, not the Chariot in particular, but almost this disillusioned movement. So sometimes it's the Knight of Swords that comes out, sometimes it's the Eight of Wands that's coming out in the shadow, right? Now, if you look at the Chariot, this is Cancer energy. In the light aspect, it is ridden by the Emperor, and it is the energy of balancing yin and yang, balancing light and shadow, and moving forward in one pre-decided destination, all right? It is very controlled movement. Wow, that is so loud. Please bear with me. Please bear with me. I'm really sorry. Anyway, but in the shadow aspect, this movement is not controlled. It is haywire, all right? I feel like whatever energy that you are born with as a Leo, right? The fire that you are born with, I feel like some of that energy may have been misdirected. Okay, let's say you were angry. You were prone to slamming doors or breaking plates or whatever, right? But now I feel like you want to move more towards constructive use of that energy, like dancing, weightlifting, running, whatever it may be, and choosing your words wisely. And for some of you, I'm also getting, if you were overburdening yourself, you were running around too much, you are slowing down a little bit now, being more conscientious about your actions. Knight of Wands, beautiful energy. What did I say, Leo? The Knight of Wands has one focus, has one goal, and he or she moves towards it in a very calculated and organized fashion. With a lot of passion. I would expect nothing less of you. You are a Leo. But again, laser focus on something. It is not haywire energy, right? And I'm also feeling some of you may have your eye on either someone or something. This could be a romantic interest, or it could even be like a creative project, something that lights you up, right? And that's what you are moving towards. That is your goal for the year. And I like that. We have optimism. Stunning. This is Moon in Sagittarius. Again, Sagittarius is the energy of movement, of travel, of something that's exhilarating, right? Something that broadens your horizons and opens you up. So wherever there was restriction. Now, the Chariot could also be, how with COVID restrictions, right? Our movement was restricted. We couldn't travel as much. All of that is being left in the past. I feel like, hopefully, fingers crossed, we are moving towards a freer world. Let's just put it like that, right? And with optimism, I feel like you are looking forward to, well, traveling more and exploring new lands, exploring more parts of yourself, because that's what happens when you travel, right? You explore sides of yourself that you didn't know existed. Some of you may even very well have your moon in Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be. But I'm seeing a freer you, a more exuberant Leo showing up in 2023. All right, let's see your second house. The second house is ruled by Taurus, and this talks about your personal income. All right, something that is inherently your own. It doesn't have to do with anybody else. This is like kind of the opposite of the 8th house. So this is something that could be like in your name. It could be property, it could be jewelry, it could be whatever your own means of income is. Okay. Oh, okay. No, not guided to take them. I'm going to pull again. This is something that brings you that sense of financial independence. We have the Knight of... That's crazy, right? That's crazy. We have the Knight of Wands here, and you have the Knight of Pentacles here in the shadow. The Knight of Pentacles in the light, okay, is a very slow, like I said, calculated movement. But in the shadow, it's almost like this knight might not be moving at all. This is the energy of being lazy, sluggish, being, it's a sloth-like energy, to be very frank with you. I feel like if things weren't moving, okay, let's say you have your focus on a particular career path, right? You've been investing your money and your time and your energy in one particular project. You weren't seeing results. Things weren't moving. You were working so hard, like I have been on these videos, just saying, and you're not seeing anything materialize out of it. That again, I feel, is a thing of the past. There's this energy of whatever was restricted, overall what I'm getting so far, whatever was restricted, those restrictions are being lifted. Some of you may very well work in the travel trade, right? Not all of you, but travel trade was down, right? Hospitality was down, but all of that is moving now. What are you... Wow. Ace of Wands. Come on, Leo. That is stunning. Who had a similar energy? I think it was Cancer. The Ace of Wands is an opportunity for fast-paced movement. Who carries the Ace of Wands? The Knight of Wands. Right? Things are moving for you, Leo. And I'm not making this up just to hype you up. It's on the table. This is not fake optimism, my friend. This is an opportunity being given to you by the universe because you've been waiting patiently. The Ace of Wands now, again, could be something that comes in a flash, right? You need to grab it. This is the whole concept of striking while the iron is hot. Keep a lookout. There may be an investment opportunity, a creative project, something that comes by that you can very easily miss, okay? Make sure you don't miss it. Grab it and cultivate it. Patience. I'm on fire today. What did I say? The universe knows you've been patient. Saturn in Virgo. You have been very patient. I don't feel like you've been just sitting pretty and not doing anything. I feel like there's a lot of work that was being done behind the scenes, and now you're going to be rewarded for that. I'm almost feeling like you were working backstage and suddenly you can have the spotlight on you. You were born to be a superstar, Leo. We all know that. Beautiful energy. I love these readings so far. They've been going really well. All right, now third house. Third house is ruled by Gemini, which in turn is ruled by Mercury. This is the house of communication, travel, wit, humor, intellect, wisdom, intelligence, and all of that lovely stuff. The Fool, beautiful. Yep, I love it. Now, the Fool in shadow is somebody who does not calculate the risks before taking them. All right, it is somebody who can be a bit reckless, who can be a bit rebellious. It is someone who does not watch their words. Now, this could be your energy. It could be the energy of people you've been dealing with, people who haven't been careful with their words with you. Right now, Mars has been retrograding in Gemini. And even though this is a yearly overview, we are beginning the year with Mars still in retrograde. Like I said, Gemini rules communication, right? And Mercury is going to be in retrograde when we start the year as well. So we need to keep that in mind, because the decisions you make in January may very well influence the rest of your year. So with the Fool in shadow, I feel, Leo, you need to try and avoid being passive aggressive. All right, you need to try and avoid being plain downright aggressive in your communication, and you need to avoid people who are being aggressive in theirs. Okay, there is a sense of more harmony that needs to be adopted. We have the Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck, which is a sweet energy. I'm not asking you to be fake. All right, if someone is triggering you, excuse yourself. You don't have to dispel negative energy out into the universe just because one person is pushing the wrong buttons, right? Just say, this is not my circus, not my monkeys, bye-bye, walk out. That's what I'm getting here, because I feel like some people around you have been particularly foolish. Too many. And I feel like they're not worth your time. Four of Wands. Beautiful. The Four of Wands is the energy of reaching an emotional milestone. And for me, to an extent, this is a graduation card, all right? This is the energy of being very stable, very grounded, and very rooted in not just your beliefs, but your morals as well. I see you building structures around yourself. Now, the number 4 is permanence. It is the number of the Emperor, right? Who is always in control, in command. It represents the 4 walls of a house. It represents the 4 cardinal directions, north, south, east, west. It represents the 4 seasons, right? So it is something that is unchanging. So I feel like you are setting down roots within your own psyche that prevent you from kind of being inauthentic in your communications. Does that make sense? For some of you, I am also getting, if this is related to love for you, there could have been a very foolish person who was not ready to settle down. There could be communication coming in with commitment. The Four of Wands is the halfway to marriage card. It is the energy of, well, an engagement or moving in with somebody, something like that. You could also be physically moving to someone to meet them, or someone could be doing the same for you, because again, 3rd house is the house of travel. Flattery, beautiful energy, Venus in Gemini. Ooh, Gemini. This is the house of Gemini. Venus is the planet of love. So I wasn't far off here. This is related to love for some of you. I feel like there is, if somebody has been in and out, Leo, this is a beautiful sign for them coming in and literally ticking all your boxes. Finally, saying the right things, but not to just influence you, not to just manipulate you, right? The Four of Wands is stable energy. So this is someone who means what they say. All right, let's get to the 4th house. This is ruled by Cancer, and this is the house of the home. This is family ties, ancestors. This could be whatever brings you nourishment, wherever you have set down those roots that we've been talking about right here. This could also be another person that you may have built a home in, you know. Wow, who else got this? Someone else got this. The 10 of Swords in shadow, the 10 of Pentacles, pardon me, in shadow. And I spoke about empty promises, leaving empty promises behind. Because you know what happens is sometimes a house is just a house. It's not a home. You know what I mean? There's a major difference. Sometimes those 4 walls are just keeping you safe from nature, from natural disasters, from the rain. You know what I mean? But is it nourishing you from within? So there's something that has been empty that is being left behind. What are you embracing? What is coming towards you? The Queen of Wands. You know what you're doing, Leo? You're building a home in yourself. Some of you may click off because this is going to get a little esoteric. Listen to me. I always say this. When I get the 5 of Pentacles, usually is when I say this. Sometimes we build homes in other people, right? And what that does is it gives them the power to leave us homeless on a whim, right? What you're doing is, with the 10 of Pentacles, you are, regardless of your situation, you are making yourself whole and complete, because the Queen of Wands is your energy, Leo. You are following your own dreams, following your own passions, and very unapologetically shining. building a home in you. This is beautiful energy. There's no gender in tarot, all right? So king or queen, it doesn't matter. Enterprise. Saturn. Oh no, is that Jupiter? I always mess up the symbols. It is Jupiter. Yeah, it is Jupiter. Jupiter in Aries. Again, sister fire sign to you. Jupiter is entering Aries, or has it already? It has already entered Aries, and it will be in Aries up till May, I think. With Jupiter in a sister fire sign to you, there is a whole lot of blessings coming in, my friend. Because Jupiter is the great benefic, and whatever Jupiter touches turns to gold. Jupiter, again, is the ruler of Sagittarius, which is another sister sign to you. So you are going to be getting a whole lot of blessings from this transit. With the Queen of Wands and Enterprise, I feel like some of you may even be starting businesses from home. It is possible, right? Turning like a hobby. Let's say you are a baker, you love baking for your family, right? You're turning that into a career for yourself, right? So with Enterprise, there is an initiation, there is a new beginning of something. For some of you, you may even be building your own homes. You may be moving to a place that feels like home, that isn't just a house, and you're taking it upon yourself to achieve that. There's a lot of passion and drive here. I like it. All right, let's get to the 5th house. Now, this is your house. You rule this house, Leo. This is the house of romance, creativity, passion, children, anything that brings you joy, that energizes your spirit. Casual dating as well. And just when I said that, I swear I didn't see the card when I said casual dating. The Ace of Wands can be casual dating. You do have the Ace of Wands here. But I feel like in this particular position, in the shadow, the Ace of Wands could be false starts in love. Okay, it could be people coming in or opportunities coming in that didn't carry a whole lot of staying power or longevity, right? It is just, let's just have a good time. You know, this is like a one-night stand, kind of. But if this comes to career, I do again feel like this could have been a false start. You could have invested a whole lot of time and energy into something. Again, we did see that with patience, and you didn't see the results that you wanted. So it's like that balloon of enthusiasm just deflated itself, you know. And you're getting the 5 of Pentacles. What did I say right here about the 5 of Pentacles? I'm going to get one more card here. The 9 of Pentacles. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Leo. You are... I was going to curse. You are shining to an extent where you're blinding people. I'm not even kidding. The 9 of Pentacles is pre-Empress energy. With the 5 of Pentacles, I feel like those homes that you were building, or the home you may have built in somebody else, that person did leave you homeless. With the 5 of Pentacles. There's a reason I brought up that analogy right here. Okay? This does talk about casual dating. And I feel like something that you wanted to be literally 7th house energy, more permanent in your life, may have treated you as less than. Okay? You're removing yourself from that equation. And with the 9 of Pentacles, you have poured so much love into yourself. You are pouring so much joy and energy into yourself where you can shine. Leaving this Ace of Wands, these empty promises behind, these false starts behind. And some of you are just embracing singlehood. Not for the entire year, okay? Don't mistake this for you being single for the whole year. But I feel like you're being very precautious about who you are giving your energy to. Like, even like when it comes to online dating, I'm pretty sure it has like filters, right? Like when you're shopping, I feel like you're increasing your filters. Because you've been burnt in the past. And you don't want to be burnt again. You can't make this up. What did I say about filters? Organization. You're organizing your life, you're organizing your thoughts, you're organizing who gets your energy. Moon in Virgo. Virgo, like I said, is very precocious. Patience. The moon in Virgo is the energy of being very, very orderly, very careful and conscientious. You have one of the biggest hearts in the zodiac, Leo, right? And you love fearlessly. But I almost feel like that fearless love may have landed you in a soup way too many times. People may have taken advantage of your energy. I feel like you're putting an end to that. That's not going to happen anymore. I keep picking the wrong deck for some reason. All right, 6th house. This is ruled by Virgo, and this is the house of medicine, healing, meditation to an extent, your day-to-day routine, activities that make up your life overall, that snowball into your life, right? Let's see. The Hanged Man, Pisces energy. You're leaving behind procrastination is what I'm getting. You're leaving, you see again with the Knight of Pentacles here in the shadow, there's an energy of you gaining momentum. So if you have been complacent when it comes to your health, if you have been procrastinating on important chores, let's say, I feel like you are finally formulating a very active to-do list and following it to the T. And again, if you've been ignoring your health as well, I feel like this is the energy of making a routine for yourself. 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands is the wounded warrior. Some of you may have had health scares. It is possible. You may have been physically hurt. It is possible. I'm not putting this out into the universe. All right. I cleanse this space every time I do a reading, so you don't have to worry. And cleanse yourself as well. I feel like do that regardless of whatever I say. But if you have been hurt or if you've been ill, the 9 of Wands this is Chiron energy for me to an extent, which is the energy of healing. So I feel like you are taking proactive, action. You're being very proactive to making yourself feel better. And I almost feel like you have that drive left in you to achieve whatever this is. If you've had a chronic illness, let's say, you're at the last leg of it. You're like, okay, I know exactly what I need to do to get myself out of this. Okay, now this happened to me recently. I still haven't gotten to the bottom of it, but it's almost like I was getting constant migraines, right? And I didn't know what was causing them till I finally realized that it could be a food allergy, and an allergy to something I'm consuming every day, like gluten. Right? I still need to get a food allergy test done. But I'm just saying that there's something that you have been feeling over and over again, and you've just made it a part of your life. That, okay, whatever, fine, this is just how my body is. No, that isn't how your body is. There is something that you are doing that you think is permissible, but it is not. Right? That needs to be cut out. And I'm also feeling like if you are very physically active, all right, let's say you're a runner, I almost feel like you keep challenging yourself, or you will keep challenging yourself to beat your own record, right? You're a weightlifter. You keep challenging yourself to beat your own record as to how much weight you can lift. So this is a constant pressure that you are putting on yourself, but it's just making you stronger. You know what I mean? Discrimination. Again, you have a lot of Virgo energy here. And again, that conscientiousness is popping up. Who and what has access to your energy? Where are you putting all of this focus? Okay, with the Hanged Man, this is, like I said, the energy of surrender to an extent. But this whole Venus and Virgo energy is very directional, right? It is very intentional. So discriminate. I'm not saying you need to go on a diet, right? I'm saying be very careful about what you are eating. It's more about it's not about what you are eliminating, it's more about what you are adding. All right, now let's say you are craving pizza. Don't stop yourself from eating that pizza. Just make sure you get a whole bunch of veggies on top, so you're balancing your diet. So this discrimination has to be about what you are adding, and again, naturally, what you are removing. Filtration system is very important for you this year, Leo. That boundless energy needs to be focused. Okay, 7th house, getting to the good stuff. This is the house of long-term partnerships, marriage, relationships, commitment, business partnerships for some. You're leaving behind the cosmic mirror. The cosmic mirror is the energy of reflection. It is the energy of whatever you show up as is what is reflected to you. Okay, I gave Cancer a similar analogy. If you look at yourself in the mirror and you start nitpicking at my skin is awful, look at that muffin top, look at my thighs, look at my hair, this is disgusting, this is awful, what are you going to get? You're going to invite energies that pretty much think you're the worst looking human being on the planet. All right, I'm not talking about fake admiration, I'm talking about thanking your body. All right, look at yourself in the mirror, thank your legs for carrying your weight, thank your hands for doing regular tasks, thank your eyes for being beautiful enough to help you see the beauty around you. Right, every single organ that is functioning inside your body is doing its job to keep you alive. So I know this is not romantic at all, but what I'm saying is, once you start appreciating your own beauty, Leo, is when you attract individuals who appreciate your inner and outer beauty as well. And again, if you haven't been putting work into yourself, if you haven't been giving yourself the kind of love that you deserve, how can you expect someone else to come in and give it to you? You know, and this is regardless of if you're already in a partnership or you're trying to attract love. Either way. And you're embracing the Six of Swords. You're embracing peace, embracing calmness, moving away from anything that brings you any kind of chaos. The Six of Swords is, it can be an energy of escapism, okay? So it is possible that with the cosmic mirror, you may have been shown a partnership that really was not sitting well with your reality. And you may, some of you may have, wow, you have so much Virgo energy, it's blowing my mind. Oh, I get it. Oh my God, I get it. Someone may have been highly critical of you, and that may have really affected your self-worth and self-esteem. Someone may have been constantly pointing fingers at you. I'm getting two stories here. One is that, and you're walking away from that toxicity. Secondly, I am getting that after doing this shadow work, realizing your worth, realizing who you are being very critical, and with this discrimination card as well, being very careful about who you invite into your life, because I feel like you've been unapologetically walking away from people, places and situations that haven't been serving you, right? That filtration system that we've been talking about. And because it's solidly in play now, you are only inviting energies that see the best in you. You are only inviting in energies that bring out the best in you. That's a better way of putting it. Some of you may definitely be attracting a Virgo into your life. All right. Now, 8th house. This is ruled by Scorpio. And this is the house of things that we don't speak about in polite society. All right. This could talk about death, taxes, debt, intimacy, the occult, astrology to an extent. Leaving behind justice. Interesting. And embracing the Six of Wands. Some of you may very well be in the legal field, but I feel, Leo, with the Justice card showing up, things have been unfair and unjust. The scales haven't been balanced for you. Whether this came to loans and debts and all of that, I feel like some people may have owed you money, and that probably wasn't coming in the way it should have been, or as quickly as it should have been. The Six of Wands is victory. And I'm also getting with the Justice card that you may have been treated unfairly. All right. Now, the 8th house is also the house, like I said, of intimacy. So it is possible that there was a little bit of, how should I put this diplomatically? There was a little bit of domination here. Okay, let's just put it like that. And it is possible that somebody was controlling you. Okay, that's sword of truth. That is Archangel Michael's sword of truth. Somebody may have been very deceptive. Somebody may have maybe even been lying about being intimate with other people. For some of you. All right. But again, you see how that Six of Swords is also bleeding on here with the Six of Wands. You're escaping that. There's victory coming out of this somehow. I don't know how. Empathy. Moon in Pisces. I need one more. Status. Jupiter in Taurus. You know what I'm getting? I feel like you're delivering yourself this justice. You are removing yourself from a situation that challenged your worth. Because with status here and empathy here, you are seeing your own worth. You're being empathetic with your own self. You're not waiting for someone else to come and deliver that justice to you. Removing yourself from whatever injustice this is automatically bringing you victory. It's automatically bringing you success. And again, I'm also getting, like I said, if someone does owe you money and the scales weren't being balanced, that is changing. With the Six of Wands, there is success coming in. There's recognition and, well, money, of course. Wealth coming in for you. I'm almost feeling like, if you were banished, like if this was the medieval era, if you were banished for something that you didn't really do, you're being reinstated on the throne. That's what I'm getting. I don't know what that means. But anyway. All right, let's get to the 9th house. 9th house is ruled by Sagittarius, and this is the house of your philosophy of life, spirituality, religion, travel to an extent. Let's see. What are you leaving behind? You're leaving behind the Five of Swords. You're leaving behind any shortcuts to success. That is the philosophy that you are changing. You are realizing that everything in life requires hard work. And it's not like there's a sense of integrity that is forming out of this. You're not trying to win at all costs, right? You're willing to put in the effort. And embracing the Three of Swords. I love the Three of Swords when it comes in this position. I'm going to get one more. And the Three of Pentacles. Beautiful energy. Some of you may literally be collaborating with help centers, like mental health centers. Some of you may be becoming guidance counselors. Some of you may be becoming psychologists and therapists, because you've realized you've been through that hardship very patiently. You've been through that hardship. You've felt that pain. You know exactly what it feels like. And now you're collaborating with other people who've also felt that pain. And you're out there to build something to help other people. I'm getting that for some of you. Let me get the oracle to see if another storyline pops out, because that's all I'm getting for now. Devotion. Saturn in Libra. And we have lust. Wow, that is really strange. Venus in Aries. Okay. I get it. I hate talking about these things, Leo. Some of you may have been made an option. I know this is not the house of love, but it is a house of philosophy, about your philosophy of life. And sometimes love changes our philosophy of life. With 2-3 showing up here and lust showing up here, I feel like someone may have been betrayed. You may have been put in a third party situation. And it's almost like that the Five of Swords energy, that sneaky energy, may have been somebody else's energy. But what you are doing now is you are embracing that loss. You are coming to terms with, it's almost like you're understanding the person who hurt you. You're understanding their psychology. You're understanding their traumas and why they behaved the way they behaved. There's a sense of forgiveness here. And out of that forgiveness, there is a sense of maturity that is popping up. It's thrown me off. It has, I'm not going to lie. 7 of Pentacles. And the Cosmic Mirror. Again. When I was reading the book about this deck, it said that both the cosmic mirrors are portals to each other. So if one cosmic mirror shows up, we look for the other like another cosmic mirror in the spread and relate the two piles. You know what I mean? This is leading me straight here to your 7th house, which is why I was getting 7th house energy. I feel like with the 7 of Pentacles, you're realizing you invested in the wrong person. somebody who did not see your worth. And with this criticism card and the devotion card, you are devoting yourself to helping other people get out of similar situations, or you are just devoting yourself to removing yourself from this pain. And maybe 2023 is going to be a journey to healing for you, and then eventually inviting true, beautiful, worthwhile love. It's not going to resonate for everyone. All right, moving on. The 10th house. This is the house of, it's ruled by Capricorn. It is the house of your career, your income, your public image, and it is ruled by Saturn. You're leaving behind the Two of Pentacles. You're leaving behind overburdening yourself. Leaving behind the energy of always having to juggle and struggle. Some of you may be working multiple jobs and you're realizing that that is not worth it because it's affecting your health. So some of you may be just sticking to one particular path now. Too many. The Emperor wanted to show itself. Some of you may be becoming your own bosses, starting your own... Ooh, the Devil. You know, this is really good. You're going to laugh at me. What is the Devil? The Devil is Capricorn energy. It is Saturnian energy. In the light aspect, this is you conquering that devil. Okay? This is you stopping yourself from being overburdened. We have the Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I'm going to take it. I'm getting here Leo with the Devil card, and we did have the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. It is also possible that there was somebody like a boss or some kind of authority figure who was controlling, well, who had a say in how much money you made. Let's just put it like that. It could even be an investor, right? And I almost feel like you were bending over backwards to please this person. But there's a slow realization that you can very well work for yourself with the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups can be a selfish energy, but right here I feel like it is more about self-care. It's more about reserving your energy for the right things. I feel like you are more so about pleasing yourself now instead of other people. Detachment, exactly. Exactly, Venus in Aquarius. Some of you are just quitting. You're quitting and starting your own thing. I truly get that. And in the process of doing that, you're defeating this toxic energy, whatever this is for you. Now, Saturn is in Aquarius right now. And that is a difficult energy to deal with because Saturn, like I said, is that box, okay? It puts you in that box. And Aquarius is the rebel that wants to get out of that box. I'm almost feeling like if you were part of a rat race, you are excusing yourself from the marathon and going on a leisurely stroll by yourself. I love this. This is really nice. Feel like you were patient enough. You remember, I said the 2nd and the 10th house can mirror themselves. With whatever was really slow, I feel like there was so much effort going into something and there was not enough reward for your efforts. And regardless of that patience, I feel like it didn't come about for you. But with the Ace of Wands, this is something new that you want to begin. Beautiful energy. All right, 11th house, ruled by Aquarius. This is your community, your social groups, your friendships. Ooh, leaving behind the Ace of Cups. Whew. You're getting very strong cards, Leo. Very strong. And you're embracing the world. You know what I'm feeling here? I'm getting that some of the friendships that you were surrounding yourself with may have been depleting you, Leo. Like I said, you have the biggest heart and people can very well take advantage of that. And with the Ace of Cups, I'm almost feeling like you kept giving and you got nothing in return. But with the World card, you're putting an end to certain cycles. You're putting an end to certain situations. And you see that turtle right there? It's carrying a whole lot of burden. I feel like you have been carrying a whole lot of burdens, other people's burdens. But what has that done? It wasn't for naught. I feel like it's made you strong. It's made your back, your backbone, your spine very, very strong. Influence. and inspiration. Very interesting. You know what I'm getting here? Both have in mercurial cards. One is Mercury in Pisces and the other is Mercury in Libra. I'm getting here, Leo, there are certain people who may have manipulated you. This could have been a manipulative influence. You know, people may have tempted you to do the wrong things or say the wrong things or behave in a certain way. That happens. We're communal beings, right? But there are certain people whose influence inspires you. It's almost like stick to those relationships that celebrate you in your successes, that celebrate your victories, that don't sit in a corner and mumble, why did Leo get it? I deserve it more. You know what I'm saying? The World card is a card of victory. It is a card of graduation. So I feel like the people who do not celebrate you in your happy times don't deserve to belong in your life. There could be certain influences around you, Leo, that may not be for your best and highest good. Start weeding those people out of your life. Okay. All right. Now your 12th house is ruled by Pisces, and this is the house of the things that are hidden. All right. Your subconscious mind, the spiritual world. This could be even creativity to an extent, but this is more about the dream world, right? Leaving behind the King of Swords. Wow. I actually really like that card in this position. The High Priestess wanted to show itself. I'm going to really shuffle real good because I hope she shows up again. All right, I like that too. The Page of Wands, but I'm going to get another one. The Three of Cups, that is beautiful energy. Your 11th house is bleeding into your 12th. All right, now the King of Swords in the shadow aspect can be cruel. It can be somebody who infiltrates your conscious and subconscious minds and fills it with toxic junk. Okay, so again, whether you are listening to subliminals, you are scrolling through social media, you are putting yourself in social kind of like dynamics that are influencing your subconscious mind in a negative way, you are removing those aspects. You are unfollowing people from social media. You are removing a few channels on your YouTube feed or whatever. I feel like people who are infiltrating your mind with toxicity are being removed. With the Page of Wands and the Three of Cups, you are being very explorative about who you invite into your soul tribe. The Page of Wands again is the adventurer. Some of you may literally be going on a journey, you may be traveling, and you may be meeting people who speak the same language as you in terms of your frequency. You may be going on a spiritual retreat. That is possible as well, because that again is what the Page of Wands does. The Three of Cups is your soul tribe. It is the complete opposite of this energy that we had right here. It is people who nourish your spirit, people who understand your spirituality, people who don't feel you, leave you leaving empty. There's more substance that's coming in here. You may even be joining like a yoga group or like a Pilates group or a meditation group or something like that. Friendship. Beautiful. Moon in Cancer. Some of you may be befriending a Cancer. And I'm a Cancer sun. We make really good friends and we're highly spiritual. So this is quite perfect. But I truly get that you are making new friends. Friends who nourish your soul, Leo. I think 2023 is going to be a good year for you. Chop wood. Nice energy. This is 6th house energy, quite literally. This is the energy of Virgo. I feel like, again, what I said about discrimination right here, about the things you do on a day-to-day basis, all right? If you go for a walk for 15 minutes every single day for 365 days, you're going to be very, very healthy. Okay? 15 minutes doesn't amount to much in 24 hours, but when you amalgamate it, it adds to a lot. Right? So chop wood is the energy of, even like, I don't know why I suddenly got this. Very unrelated, but I intuitively got this. Let's say you're having a drink. Okay? After every drink, have a glass of water. You're not going to wake up with a hangover, I promise you that. There's something that needs to be added to your daily routine, okay, and something that needs to be removed with discrimination. That is going to snowball into something that is going to help you towards the end of the year. It's going to snowball into something beautiful for you eventually. Building blocks, that's what I'm getting. I'm guided to get one more, so I will. Not for you. Okay, I can't make this up, man. Look at this card. It's beautiful. It says nope. A cold hard nope. There's something that is not meant for you, Leo. I don't know what this is related to. This could just be a habit. It could be something that you're eating. It could be some people that you are relating to. I don't know what this is. And these are not going to stand. So screw it. Understand, discriminate. See what needs to be removed from your life. It could just be staring you in the face and you're not looking at it because you've been taking it for granted. Okay, I'll give you another example. I used to have Coffee Mate in my coffee every single day for almost 12 years, right? Till I realized it is awful for me. My nails were chipping off. I was losing hair. Then I am lactose intolerant. So I started incorporating almond milk in my coffee every day. My nails are nice and strong. My hair is healthy. My skin is better. You know what I mean? So something you've been taking for granted is not good for you. Remove it. All right. That was it for you, Leo. Long reading, but all of these have been long. But I hope this helped you guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.